Alex Morgan worked alone in the control room of the Ares station, a human research outpost orbiting the newly discovered planet called Zephyria. The station floated silently above the purple clouds of the gas giant below. Outside the wide viewport, swirling storms glowed faintly in the starlight, casting shifting colors across the walls. Alex loved the quiet of midnight in the station. It gave him space to think, to solve problems, and to dream about the universe. He adjusted a console, running calculations on a signal they had received earlier that day. It was faint, almost lost in the background noise of the planet's magnetic storms. But something about it was unusual. This pattern, it doesn't make sense, Alex muttered to himself. His fingers danced over the keyboard as he isolated the signal, amplifying it slowly. Then, without warning, the lights flickered. A low hum filled the room. Alex froze. He had learned to expect anything in space. Electrical surges, meteor impacts, communication glitches, but this felt different. The air seemed to vibrate as if something in the station itself had noticed a presence. A sudden flash lit the room, brighter than the station's lamps. Alex shielded his eyes, heart pounding. When the glow dimmed, he could hardly believe what he saw. In the center of the lab, standing calmly on the metal floor, was a woman. Not a human woman. Her skin had a subtle shimmer, reflecting the lights in soft rainbow hues. Her eyes glowed faintly with an inner light, and her hair floated as if underwater. She smiled at him calmly, as though she had always belonged there. Alex's mind raced. He tried to speak, but his voice caught in his throat. Who are you?" he managed to stammer. The woman tilted her head and looked around the room. Then, surprisingly, she spoke, not in words, but in a gentle pulse of thought that echoed in Alex's mind. "I am Leora. I have come because of you." Alex stumbled back, nearly tripping over a console. Telepathy? That had to be a trick of the mind, a side effect of long hours alone in the station. Yet the calm certainty in her presence was impossible to ignore. He found his voice. "You came through the signal?" "Yes," she replied, her voice soft in his thoughts. "Only a species with courage and curiosity like yours could create the signal. You reached out and I answered." Alex blinked. His pulse quickened. This was the moment every scientist dreamed about. First contact. Not with a probe, not with a message, but a living being. And yet something more than science stirred within him. There was a strange energy in the room, a sense of connection that went beyond comprehension. I didn't expect this," he said aloud, stepping closer. He noticed that the station's sensors had barely registered her presence. "Our instruments, they barely detect you. How?" "I am not bound by your physics entirely," Leora explained. She walked slowly through the room, her steps making no sound. "Your technology brought me here, but I am not fully of your dimension. That is why your machines struggle to measure me." Alex's mind raced with possibilities. If she was partially in another dimension, she could explain the strange energy readings he had observed around Zephyria for months. Could she be connected to the planet's unusual magnetic storms? Or was she the source of the mysterious signal humans had finally noticed? "Do not be afraid," she added, reading the fear in his eyes. "I mean no harm," Alex swallowed. His fear was replaced by fascination. He had spent years studying alien worlds, imagining life beyond Earth, but never like this. "If you mean no harm, why come here now?" "And why to me?" "Because you are human," she replied simply. "Humans are unpredictable, creative, capable of great courage. You reach beyond your world. Others do not try. Others fear, but you try." Alex felt a mixture of pride and disbelief. Humans were indeed curious and persistent, but he had never thought of himself as particularly exceptional. Yet here was proof that the universe had noticed. Can I show you around?" he asked, trying to regain composure. "The station. It's not much, but we have research labs, observation decks, and..." Leora's smile widened. "Show me. I want to see what your species has created." Over the next hour, Alex led her through the station. She examined the equipment, her fingers brushing over consoles without touching anything physically. Yet readings appeared as if she had interacted directly. Alex explained the purpose of each machine, how they tracked planetary storms, measured radiation, and mapped magnetic fields. Leora listened carefully, absorbing information faster than Alex could speak. "Your species is remarkable," she said finally, her voice still echoing in his mind. "You create, you adapt, you survive. Even in a small station, you have mastered the stars around you." Alex felt a warm thrill of pride. "Thank you," he said. We try, we want to explore to understand. There's so much we don't know. Leora nodded. Yes, that is why I came. There are forces in the universe that would limit you, test you, or stop you. But I see potential. You could accomplish more than you imagine. Alex paused at the observation deck, looking out at Zephyria's stormy atmosphere. The planet glowed in shades of violet and indigo, clouds twisting and forming shapes almost alive. It's beautiful, he whispered. Yes, Leora agreed. And dangerous. But danger is where you learn, where your courage is tested. You humans have something special. An instinct to face danger, to solve problems, to survive. For a moment, silence fell between them. Alex could feel her curiosity, her intelligence almost tangible in the air. He realized that she was not just an observer. She wanted something. Knowledge? Connection? Perhaps both. Suddenly, alarms blared in the station. Alex spun around. The sensors indicated an energy surge from Zephyria itself, unusual even for the planet's violent storms. The station shook slightly as power fluctuated. Alex struggled to keep control of the console. The storm. It's stronger than predicted, he shouted. Leora floated toward the console, her hands brushing the surface, sending small pulses of light into the system. The reading stabilized. Your instruments were not designed for this level of fluctuation, but together, we can manage it. Alex's eyes widened. Together? Yes, she said simply. I will help you. You will teach me, I will teach you. Humans learn fast. That is why I came to you. And just like that, a partnership began. The night stretched on as they worked side by side. Alex explained his theories, his calculations, his failures and successes. Leora adjusted, refined, and expanded on the ideas with knowledge he could scarcely comprehend. The storm outside raged, but the station held firm. Hours passed, and the first hints of dawn appeared over Zephyria's horizon. Alex felt a mix of exhaustion and exhilaration. He had never experienced anything like this before. The presence of another intelligent being, so different yet so compatible in purpose, had awakened something within him, a sense that humanity could rise to meet challenges no one else could. Leora turned to him, her glowing eyes reflecting the first light of the alien dawn. Tomorrow we begin the real work. The universe is larger than you know, and you will show me what humanity can do. Alex nodded, heart pounding with anticipation. I think we can accomplish a lot, he said, trying to keep his voice steady. If we work together. Yes, she replied, a faint smile touching her lips. Together, the midnight visitor had arrived. And in her presence, Alex realized that humanity's place in the cosmos was only just beginning to be understood. The station floated silently above Zephyria, storm swirling below as the two beings, one human, one extraordinary, prepared for a journey that could change not only their lives but the destiny of humanity itself. The morning light of Zephyria's distant sun streamed through the observation windows of Ares Station. Alex Morgan sat at his console, replaying the events of the previous night in his mind. The arrival of Leora, the mysterious alien visitor, was still unbelievable yet undeniable. Her knowledge, her presence, and the strange energy she carried had changed everything. Leora hovered nearby, her faint glow shifting with every movement. She studied Alex with curiosity, her eyes reflecting both wonder and intelligence. Your species builds remarkable machines, she said through telepathy, her voice calm and precise in his mind. Even in this isolated station, your technology shows creativity and problem-solving skills far beyond what I expected. Alex smiled, trying to mask his nervousness. Thanks, we've learned a lot from other species in the galaxy, but nothing compares to what you can do. Your presence, it's unlike anything I've ever experienced. She tilted her head, considering his words. We can learn from each other, she replied. Your ideas are raw, unrefined, but full of potential. And your courage, your willingness to try something new, is rare. Alex leaned back, watching the swirling clouds of Zephyria below. You think humans are rare? In some ways, Leora said. We have observed many intelligent species across galaxies. Many are cautious, predictable. Humans act with curiosity. You make mistakes, yes, but you learn. You adapt. That is your strength. Alex felt a swell of pride. All his years of study, all the risks he had taken traveling to distant planets seemed suddenly validated. He had always believed in humanity's potential, but to hear it acknowledged by an alien being with knowledge far beyond his comprehension was thrilling. "Then, maybe we can work together," he said. "I can show you our experiments, our technology, and you can teach me what you know." "Yes," she replied. "But first you must understand that knowledge is not enough. You must act, test, and sometimes take risks. That is how humans grow. That is how humans reach the stars." The next hours passed in a blend of teaching and discovery. Alex showed Leora the station's laboratories, explaining the functions of each device in careful, simple words. He demonstrated how they measured radiation, monitored magnetic storms, and mapped the planet's atmosphere. Leora listened, absorbing information with astonishing speed, often improving the readings or suggesting adjustments that made Alex's calculations more accurate. "Your methods are efficient," she said, "yet they lack certain refinements. I can assist you in enhancing your precision without changing your approach." Alex nodded. "That would be amazing." Together, they ran simulations of Zephiria's storms predicting turbulence, energy surges, and magnetic fluctuations. The aliens' insights, combined with Alex's human intuition, produced results that neither could achieve alone. They discovered patterns in the storms that could be used to generate clean energy or predict dangerous atmospheric events. As they worked, Alex realized something remarkable. Leora didn't just understand machines or science. She understood problem-solving in a way that complemented human thinking. She could foresee consequences, test outcomes in her mind, and communicate them instantly. It was like having a partner who could think in multiple dimensions at once. Around midday, a sudden alert rang through the station. Alex's console flashed red. A meteor swarm was approaching Zephyria, far larger and faster than initial calculations predicted. He cursed under his breath, quickly calculating the trajectory. Leora's eyes glowed brighter. "We can handle this," she said calmly. "But you must trust your instincts and act quickly." Alex nodded. "All right, let's do it." They raced to the main control deck. Alex manipulated the station's energy shields while Leora adjusted the magnetic fields around the station to deflect the smaller meteors. Larger ones were unavoidable, and they would have to use the station's thrusters to dodge them. Alex's hands moved rapidly over the controls, and Leora's guidance allowed him to make precise adjustments in real time. The station shuddered as the first meteor grazed the outer hull. Sparks flew from exposed panels and alarms screamed. Alex's heart pounded. "Steady," Leora's voice echoed in his mind. "You are capable. Trust yourself." Taking a deep breath, Alex recalibrated the thrusters, angling the station just enough to avoid a direct hit. Another meteor slammed into the magnetic shield, sending a jolt through the station. Alex gritted his teeth. "We're not out of this yet." Leora's hand hovered over the console, sending energy pulses that stabilized the shields and enhanced the thruster output. "Now," she instructed. Alex pushed the controls, spinning the station slightly, letting the swarm pass by. Sparks continued to rain down, but the station held firm. When the last meteor passed, silence returned. Alex slumped in his chair, wiping sweat from his brow. Leora floated next to him, her glow softening. "You acted well," she said. "Your courage and rapid thinking saved this station." "You're remarkable," Alex laughed weakly. "I couldn't have done it without you." "No," she corrected gently. "You could. You simply needed guidance. Humans often underestimate their own abilities. You have potential that surpasses what you believe." Alex felt a strange warmth, a pride that was more than personal. It was the pride of knowing humanity as a species was capable of extraordinary things, not just in surviving challenges, but in creating, inventing, and adapting in ways no one else could. Over the next few days, Alex and Leora continued their work. She revealed fragments of her technology, explaining principles of energy manipulation, faster-than-light communication, and matter control. Alex introduced her to human concepts, logic circuits, chemical reactions, mechanical engineering. Their collaboration produced devices that combined alien and human ingenuity, innovations neither could have achieved alone. But their relationship was more than work. Leora observed human behavior with fascination. She asked questions about Alex's upbringing, human society, and culture. Alex explained the importance of exploration, curiosity, and collaboration in human history. He told her stories of past explorers, scientists, and inventors who had risked everything to push humanity forward. "I see why you are special," Leora said. "Not all humans are like you, but the potential exists in your species. Courage, creativity, resilience, they are rare gifts." Alex smiled. "We're not perfect. We make mistakes, but we try, we adapt. That's what matters," she nodded. "Yes, that is what I came to see. To learn, and perhaps to remind you that humans are capable of greatness." One evening, as Zephyria's twin moons rose above the clouds, casting silver light across the station, Alex and Leora stood at the observation deck. The planet below shimmered with violet storms, the clouds glowing like liquid crystal. "It is beautiful," Leora said softly, "and dangerous. Yet humans are not afraid of danger, are they? You face challenges with determination." Alex shook his head. "We try to understand it, to find solutions. To survive." "Exactly," she replied. "And that is why I am here, to witness what humans can do when confronted with the impossible." As the night deepened, Alex realized something else. Leora's arrival was not just about technology or survival. It was about potential, about humanity's ability to rise to challenges, to collaborate, and to achieve greatness beyond the stars. And in that moment, he understood that their partnership was not only about knowledge, it was about hope. "Tomorrow," Leora said, her glow pulsing softly, "we will explore more. The universe is vast, full of challenges and mysteries. But together we can learn, adapt, and face what comes. Humans have a spark that no other species possesses. I am here to witness it." Alex nodded, looking at the swirling storms of Zephyria. "Then let's see what humans can do." And so, under the twin moons and the violent beauty of a distant planet, a human and an alien began a journey of understanding, discovery, and mutual respect. The universe awaited them, full of challenges and opportunities, and together, they would show what courage, intelligence, and collaboration could achieve. The calm of the station was deceptive. Alex Morgan had grown used to the quiet hum of Ares Station, the soft vibrations of machinery, and the occasional storm warning from Zephyria below. But today, the atmosphere felt tense. Something in the sensors suggested movement beyond the usual orbital traffic. Leora hovered near the main console, her faint glow pulsing like a heartbeat, sensing what Alex could not yet see. "Alex," she said through thought, her voice calm yet urgent, "you are being observed, not by your species, but by others who do not wish humans to reach beyond their bounds." Alex frowned, trying to process the warning. "Observed? By who? I don't see anything on the scanners." "They are skilled at hiding," she replied. "Your instruments cannot detect them until it is too late. They will test you. They will try to stop what you have begun." A chill ran down Alex's spine. He had faced danger before, space storms, technical failures, and even isolation. But the idea of being watched by an unknown interstellar force brought a new kind of fear. Yet he also felt a spark of determination. Humanity had faced impossible odds before, and somehow they always adapted. Before he could ask more, the station's alarms blared. The sensors finally picked up multiple small ships emerging from Zephyria's upper atmosphere. They were sleek, dark, and silent, moving with precision. Alex's heart raced. "We're under surveillance, or worse," he muttered. Leora's eyes glowed brighter. "They will try to capture me. They will not understand your role. You must act quickly." Alex moved to the console, initiating defensive protocols. The station's shields could hold for a time, but if these ships attacked with advanced weaponry, survival would be uncertain. "We don't have much time," he said. "Trust in your instincts," Leora encouraged. "You have already demonstrated resourcefulness. I will guide you." Working together, they executed a daring plan. Alex manipulated the station's thrusters to create unpredictable movement, while Leora adjusted the energy shields to bend light and create illusions, making it difficult for the intruders to lock on. Sparks flew from the panels as minor hits struck the hull, but the station held. Alex's hands flew over the console. "They're faster than anything we've encountered," he shouted. "Speed alone is not enough," Leora reminded him. "Use creativity. Use your unpredictability. That is human strength." Taking a deep breath, Alex remembered a technique he had developed for evading meteor swarms. With Leora's guidance, he angled the station sharply, using Zephyria's gravity to create a sudden spin. The enemy ships hesitated, unable to predict the movement. Alex seized the moment, sending a burst of electromagnetic pulses through the station's exterior, temporarily disabling their targeting systems. "Well done," Leora said, her glow pulsing with admiration. "You acted decisively. Humans are remarkable." Alex exhaled, adrenaline surging. "Thanks. I couldn't have done it without you." "You could have," she replied. "You just needed a reminder of your own capability." The threat passed for now. The ships retreated, disappearing into the planet's upper atmosphere. Alex slumped in his chair, exhaustion mixing with relief. Leora floated closer, her expression unreadable. "This is only the beginning," she said. "They will return, stronger. You must prepare. Your species must understand that the universe is not only full of wonder but also challenges that will test your courage and intelligence." Alex nodded. "Then we prepare. We'll be ready next time." Over the next several days, they fortified the station. Alex worked tirelessly, designing improved shields, enhanced sensors, and backup power systems. Leora introduced energy modulation techniques from her world, allowing the station to withstand higher levels of attack. They trained together, running simulations of possible scenarios, each more complex than the last. Through it all, Alex began to understand the depth of Leora's knowledge. She didn't just understand technology, she understood strategy, adaptability, and the subtle art of problem-solving under pressure. Humans had creativity, intuition, and courage, qualities that, when combined with her insights, made them a formidable team. One evening, as Zephyria's violet storms swirled below, Alex and Leora observed the planet from the deck. "You have improved quickly," she said, her glow softening. "Many humans would have panicked, but you adapted. That is why I am here. To witness and guide." Alex smiled, though weariness tugged at his features. "We're learning from each other. You've shown me new ways to think, to solve problems. And I think we're starting to understand each other better." "Yes," she replied. "Understanding is as important as technology. Trust, observation, and learning are the keys to survival and growth. You humans have these qualities in abundance, even if you do not realize it." As the days passed, they discovered something extraordinary. Hidden within Zephyria's storms was a natural energy conduit, a flowing current of power that could be harnessed for the station. Alex theorized that it could provide limitless energy for human exploration. Leora guided him in, safely tapping into it, explaining how her species used similar sources in other systems. This could change everything," Alex said, awe in his voice. "If humans can harness this energy, we could power exploration far beyond the solar system. We could reach places no one has ever dreamed of." "Exactly," Leora said, her glow intensifying. "That is why I came, to witness potential. Humans have the spark to reach the stars, to solve the impossible, to survive what others fear. But you must act, you must persist, and you must remain courageous." Suddenly, another alert sounded. Alex's console flashed. A massive storm, larger than anything previously recorded, was forming above Zephyria's atmosphere. The energy conduit was unstable, and without immediate action, it could damage the station. Alex glanced at Leora. "We have to stabilize it, now." "Then act," she replied. "You know the risks. Use your ingenuity." Together, they worked. Alex manipulated the station's thrusters to position it perfectly within the energy conduit, while Leora used her abilities to balance the flux, bending energy waves around the hull. Sparks flew, alarms rang, and the station shook violently. Alex's mind raced, calculating every adjustment, every movement, every pulse of energy. "Focus on the pattern, not the chaos," Leora instructed. "Humans are excellent at seeing solutions in disorder. Trust that skill." He did. Step by step, movement by movement, they stabilized the energy flow. The storm outside still raged, but inside, the station hummed with controlled power. The conduit's energy now flowed into the station's systems, providing more energy than Alex had ever seen. Alex leaned back, breathless. We did it. Leora's glow softened, almost like a smile. Yes, you did it. You acted decisively, creatively, courageously. That is human excellence. Alex felt a rush of pride. It wasn't just personal achievement, it was a reflection of what humans could accomplish when faced with impossible challenges. Humanity's ingenuity, adaptability, and determination had turned a potentially catastrophic event into a triumph. As the storm subsided, Alex and Leora stood at the observation deck. Zephyria's clouds swirled in colors of violet and indigo, reflecting the first rays of sunlight. "You are ready," Leora said softly. "Not just for the universe outside, but for what humanity is capable of achieving. You will face more challenges, yes, but you have shown that humans can rise to meet them." Alex nodded, staring at the planet below. "Then let's see how far we can go." For the first time, he truly understood Leora's purpose. She was not just a visitor, not just an observer. She was a catalyst, showing humanity what it could become: resourceful, courageous, and capable of mastering challenges no other species dared face. The stars beyond Zephyria beckoned, full of mystery, danger, and possibility. And Alex Morgan, with Leora by his side, felt a surge of determination. Humanity was not merely surviving in the cosmos. It was beginning to thrive. The station was calm now, almost peaceful, after the chaos of the previous days. Alex Morgan stood at the observation deck, gazing at Zephyria's violet storms, which had settled into slow, graceful patterns. The energy conduit they had stabilized flowed steadily, its power illuminating the station with a soft, radiant glow. For the first time since Leora's arrival, Alex allowed himself to breathe deeply, letting the tension of constant danger fade. Leora floated beside him, her glow warm and steady. "You have done well," she said through thought, her voice calm but filled with admiration. "You have learned quickly, adapted under pressure, and faced challenges with courage. Humanity, your species is remarkable." Alex smiled faintly. "We made a good team. I couldn't have done it without you." "No," Leora corrected gently. "You could have. But together we achieved more. That is the value of cooperation, trust, and shared knowledge." They spent the morning running final tests on the station's systems. Alex ensured that the shields, energy conduits, and sensors were fully operational. Leora assisted, her knowledge allowing them to enhance the station far beyond human capabilities alone. The results were extraordinary. Energy reserves that could power human exploration for decades, automated systems capable of detecting and countering threats, and advanced navigation protocols that could allow interstellar travel with minimal risk. "You have prepared well," Leora said, her glow reflecting in the observation windows. "The universe beyond Zephyria will present greater challenges, but you and your species are ready." Alex felt a mix of pride and sadness. He knew that soon Leora would leave. The thought of her absence filled the station with a strange emptiness. Yet he also understood her purpose. She was not meant to stay. She had come to witness human potential, to guide, to teach, and now to remind humanity that courage, intelligence, and determination could shape the stars themselves. The portal that had brought her to the station shimmered faintly in the main lab. Alex approached it cautiously. "Are you really going?" he asked, trying to keep his voice steady. "Yes," she replied. "My mission here is complete. You have proven that humans can adapt, create, and survive. But my path lies elsewhere. The universe is vast, and other species must witness what humanity can do." Alex nodded, swallowing the lump in his throat. "I understand, but will I ever see you again?" "Perhaps," she said, her glow brightening for a moment. "Humans are unpredictable. Perhaps our paths will cross again. For now, remember what you have learned. You are capable of more than you know." He watched as she stepped closer to the portal. The edges of her form shimmered, becoming almost translucent. Alex felt a strange ache of loss, but he forced himself to focus on the lessons she had shared, on the victories they had achieved together. Humanity had proven its resilience, its creativity, and its courage. "One final thing," Leora said, her voice echoing in his mind. "Do not fear the unknown. Humans have a spark that no other species possesses. That spark will guide you through darkness, through danger, and toward discovery. Protect it, nurture it, and let it shine." Alex took a deep breath, feeling the weight of her words. "I will," he promised, and then with a soft pulse of light, Leora stepped through the portal. The shimmer faded, leaving the station bathed in the gentle glow of Zephyria's energy conduit. The hum of the machinery filled the silence, and Alex felt the stillness around him. She was gone, yet her presence lingered, not as a being, but as a reminder of humanity's potential. For a long moment, he stood alone at the observation deck, staring at the planet below. The storms had calmed, but they were still alive, still moving, still unpredictable. And yet Alex felt a sense of control, a sense that humanity could face anything the universe threw at it. They had survived meteors, interstellar surveillance, and energy surges. They had adapted, learned, and thrived. He turned back to the station's controls, a renewed sense of purpose in his eyes. There was much to do. Humanity had to explore, to expand, to reach beyond its own limitations. And now Alex carried with him the knowledge that humans could achieve greatness beyond measure. The days that followed were filled with preparation and planning. Alex compiled detailed reports of the technologies Leora had introduced, noting how human ingenuity could replicate and expand upon them. He designed new modules for the station, enhancing energy storage, defense systems, and communications. Each design reflected the lessons he had learned from Leora: efficiency, adaptability, and bold thinking. Word of their achievements eventually reached Earth. Scientists and engineers marveled at the advancements in energy manipulation and interstellar navigation. Reports of human potential inspired new generations to pursue exploration, study, and innovation. Alex knew that the encounter with Leora had changed the course of human history, even if most people would never understand the true source of these discoveries. One evening, Alex stood once more at the observation deck, gazing at Zephyria. The storm swirled gently, reflecting shades of violet, indigo, and silver. He imagined Leora somewhere beyond the stars, moving gracefully through the universe, observing, guiding, and learning, and he felt a strange sense of connection, knowing that somewhere in some distant corner of existence, an extraordinary being recognized the courage and potential of humanity. Humans are capable of greatness, he whispered to himself, and for the first time he truly believed it. As the station hummed with life, Alex made a silent vow. He would continue to explore, to innovate, and to protect the spark of human creativity and courage. He would push the limits of what was possible, inspired by the knowledge that humans could survive, adapt, and thrive in ways no one had ever imagined. Zephyria's storms continued to dance below, a symbol of challenge and opportunity. The stars beyond beckoned, vast and mysterious, full of possibilities waiting to be discovered, and Alex Morgan, guided by the lessons of Leora and fueled by the boundless potential of his species, was ready to lead humanity into the unknown. The station, once quiet and isolated, now pulsed with life, knowledge, and hope. The universe awaited, vast and full of challenges, yet humanity, through courage, ingenuity, and determination, was prepared to meet them all. And in the silent corridors of Ares Station, Alex smiled. Humanity had been tested, humanity had grown, and humanity was ready to shine among the stars.